Hey everybody, welcome to Mezze Moments. I'm Sandy Lemian.
And I'm Cindy Lemian Rice.
And this is where we share our love of our most favorite Armenian foods and we bring you into the kitchen to show you how you can make it yourself. So today, it's not necessarily an Armenian food that we're making, but it's one of our favorite.
And yeah, they're Anise tea cookies, which is a traditional Italian cookie, but I think other cultures have similar cookies as well. But I included it in these kits because they're really fun to make.
So yummy, so yummy. So I love that you call them tea cookies because I have so many memories of, I don't know why this makes me want to cry, of having tea with grandma up at her house. So we lived here, our cousins lived right next door, and then right up the hill was our grandmother's house. So we would walk up there and she would say, Tsakas, let's have some tea. Cindy, I remember, I think it was like salada tea that she always gave us, but it was like so yummy.
So delicious, but I remember it was always red rose tea.
What?
Red rose tea. We would have to have it. She would always put real regular milk in there and sugar, real sugar.
Like
real sweet.
But the fact that that seems really surprising to us and so yummy to us, the fact that she used real milk and real sugar, like what the heck did we have at home? I actually remember when we were growing up having tea at home, we would use saccharin. Remember the saccharin tablets?
Those little, because we were trying to cut calories.
So going up to her house was such a treat to have that. Are you sure? I could have sworn it was salada.
I think it was red rose because I remember the red rose commercials on TV. There were these little chimpanzees and they would be playing trombones and saxophone and drums. You don't remember that? And they'd be dancing around saying, red rose, red rose, red rose. So fun.
On a tea commercial?
Yes.
Monkeys on a tea commercial.
Monkeys.
Red rose tea, red rose tea, red rose, red rose.
Chimpanzees. And so that's why when I buy tea, I mean, I have all sorts of teas, herbal teas, green teas, all
I
that.
buy red rose.
My favorite is red rose if I want to plain, and I always have to have it with milk and sugar. Really cute.
Oh my God.
And this is Sadie Mummy's teapot that she used to use with us growing up in one of her little teacups. And this is a musical teapot. It plays tea for two.
Stop it. How did you get
It used to, every time you lift it up, it plays, but now because it's so old,
It's in good shape,
you have to physically unwind the...
What?
I know, I think I broke. Tea for two, two for tea, tea for me, tea. Do you know that song?
Yeah, but I can't hear it on this.
Yeah, so cute.
Wow. So one thing that I'm realizing by doing these videos with Cindy, because the one we did a little while ago, she had our grandmother's ladle. And now I'm learning she's got our other grandmother, Sadie Mummy's teapot. I don't have anything from my grandmother's.
But it brings back such
She's got 'em all.
memories.
No, it's nice.
I didn't scoop up all the good stuff. It just so happened. I don't know how. I just got this
Because you're the
teapot.
favorite.
No.
Yeah.
And the oldest, I
And the
keep
youngest
telling
gets
you.
nothing. That's why you've needed to do so much inner work all these years. No, I'm kidding.
But the Anise tea cookies that we're going to make now go perfectly with tea
Fun.
or coffee or hot water or whatever you like, or just plain.
So when my kids were little, I would have tea parties with them all the time. They would wake up early, like 5 o'clock in the morning, and their dad was still sleeping. And I remember just making us tea, and we would play games with tea, like just having tea together with someone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't even know if I own a teapot. Do you use this anymore?
Not any. I used to use it when my kids were
I think we
little.
need to bring tea back. Bringing sexy back.
Tea's in. Tea's very in nowadays anyways.
I think we need to bring teapots back.
Oh, teapots. Oh, a lot of
I
people
think I actually have one.
I have, when I make tea, I know people can put the cups in the microwave or whatever. I have to put it in a teapot on the stove. Do you have a teapot on the stove? What?
No, you know what? We have an electric tea kettle.
Oh gosh. Well, that works too. But I have like
So
an
fast.
old-fashioned one. You put it on the stove. It's made out of metal. It boils the water. And Grandpa used to love tea too, right?
He did?
And he told us it cannot be boiling. The water,
What?
Nope, it has to be just under the boiling point, like 195 degrees or something. Boiling's 212. If you boil the water too much, it releases the bubbles, release too much oxygen, and it changes the flavor of the tea. So
Wait a minute.
No.
Is that true?
It's true, I've tried it. And also, if you don't get the water hot enough, it doesn't brew the tea properly and it will taste dead. It doesn't try that too. Like just
question.
Yep.
How did Grandpa know this?
He was very wise. You know, the old country, our grandparents and our relatives from the old country, they knew stuff. We don't know how they knew stuff, but they did. Like what, old wives' tales that all turn out to be true now for whatever reason. They do.
I don't remember a lot about Grandpa. I was young. I was young when he passed, but I do remember him driving so slow.
On the wrong side of the road.
On the wrong side of the road, like towards the end of his life. And I remember one time, so I told you that our grandparents lived up the hill from our house. I remember one time, it's not a funny story, but one time he drove up the hill, started getting out of the car, he forgot to put the car in park, and he started rolling back. Do you remember that?
No.
And his leg was out the door, and he was like coming back down the hill.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what happened. I don't remember that part after that.
Probably was okay, but I remember Grandpa going shopping. He would go to like fruit markets and produce markets, and he would always come home with big boxes of fruits and vegetables, and he would drive up to past our house, our side door, and he would just throw out the bags. He wouldn't get out and give them to us. He would just throw out bags of apples, throw out bags of squashes, throw stuff out of the car, and Mommy would have to go retrieve it. It was like, here you go. That was kind of cute. Anyway.
So this is Sadie Mummy's teapot or Grandma's?
Sadie Mummy's teapot. Yeah. And she used to sing Tifa too.
She did?
Her high-pitched voice. Yeah, like her little semi-opera voice. She was adorable.
She always sang around the house. She was cute.
Yes.
Okay, let's go make some Anise tea cookies. Yes. Here we are in the kitchen, gonna make some cookies.
Yes. So we have our Anise tea cookie kit right here. And the kit comes with 4 different packets, smaller packets inside. So the first step is take packet number 1, which is sugar, and you put it in a bowl with 1 stick of unsalted butter, which is a 1/2 cup.
I love that you pre-measured everything, Cindy. It makes it so easy.
And it's important that the butter is softened, not melted. If it's melted, just won't come up right. So just soften it for half an hour or an hour before you stop mixing.
You know how I soften my butter?
How?
I'll put it in the microwave for just 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And it'll soften it for the rest.
10 seconds is perfect. Yep. So then you just beat it till it's light and fluffy. Fluffy enough.
So fluffy.
Remember Mommy used to have a magnet on her refrigerator and it said, use not fat, use fluffy? I love that.
I love that.
Who has that magnet? Somebody. I think Katrina does.
No, I think Tia has it.
Oh my gosh. The best. She had magnets all over her refrigerator door. Anyways, then you add packet number 2, which is flour and eggs and baking powder and other
So this
stuff.
what, a dried egg? Is that like a
dry powdered pasteurized egg? And you add water, which is 1/3 of a cup plus 1/4 of a cup. Sounds kind of crazy, but that's what it is. And you beat it again. Are you calculating what 1/3? I tried it, but you know what? It's like 7/8 or something, but who feels like doing that?
Wait, 1/3 plus.
Yeah, can you figure that out while I'm beating the... It's too heavy for
1/3
me.
plus 1/4 is 7/12.
All right.
But how do you measure 7/12 on a cup? You can't.
Exactly.
It doesn't.
So you'd have to do...
Wait. So 7/12 is, so there's 8 ounces. Hold on a second. There's a way to figure this out. 7/12, if you convert that to ounces, that would be a little over 1/2 cup. No.
A little over half. So like the 16 tablespoons in a cup. So 6/12 would be 8. That's why I said 1/3 of a cup plus 1/4 of a cup. I think it works. Works for me. So
we went from 1/3 plus 1/4, right? That works. And then we converted that to 7/12.
we?
Okay, I converted it to 7/12. freaking confused. So, like she said, just do 1/3 of a cup plus 1/4 of a cup. Easy peasy.
Tested. It's
Why did I
tried? Don't doubt your big sister. So,
Never mind.
the flour and the ingredients will start to pull together like a ball, but use your hands, clean hands, of course, to mold
Having a little party in my head.
mold this into a ball so everything sticks together. You might have to just knead it for like a minute or so, just so everything holds together well. So now we're gonna roll out some cookie dough. So we're gonna take like a ball of dough, right? So I have like a large walnut size and roll it in your hands into a rope, or you can use a cutting board. And what's neat about these cutting boards, you notice they have little rubber corners,
They're really
right? So they don't slide on your surface when you're rolling stuff.
I've never made these since, so I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, so you're gonna roll this into a rope about 4, 5, 6 inches long. It's about half an inch in diameter.
Mine's coming apart a little bit.
Yeah, it comes apart a little bit, but just give it a squeeze. And what I like to make is like a little infinity circle. So glue it together on one end, and then just take it and give it a little twist until it looks like an infinity symbol. See that? And then place it on your board.
That's so cute.
It is cute, isn't it? You can make different shapes. I'm going to do another one of those because those are my favorite.
I've never done that before.
I suppose you could make braids like chutney. I've never done that.
I'm going to try that.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm going to make another infinity symbol because it's my favorite.
Seriously, you don't have little conversations going on inside your head?
Actually, I sometimes I do with songs like
to
you said.
infinity and beyond. Like
Yeah.
my brain will connect something that somebody says either to a song or something funny. It happens all the time in my brain.
That's good.
Is that weird?
It's a sign of brilliance.
What?
As only could be recognized by a big sister. All right, so I'm gonna make a simple ball and give it a little indent with my thumb, just because. And I'm gonna make.
This is cute. The dough is, the dough is nice and sturdy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a flimsy dough.
It's sturdier than like a bread dough. And I'm gonna make one more, like a little circle, sort of like it almost looks like a little bagel with a little indent. It's a circle. I'll just put that right there. And we turn the oven on to 350 and cook these for 10 to 12 minutes. And then we'll show you what
why you have to make them skinny.
they hold together a little bit better.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to make one more infinity symbol.
I'm going to make a heart.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Look, my heart for you.
Beautiful.
Fun.
Okay, I'm going to get these in the oven. We can keep rolling the rest of them. Cookies are done. Let me get them out of the oven.
Want me to do something?
While I'm getting them out of the oven, will you please pour the contents of packet number 3 in that bowl and add this water, which is 2.5 tablespoons of water, and stir it up. So you can use a whisk, you can use a spoon. Whisk actually makes it a little smoother because to get all the lumps out of the confectioner sugar, sometimes they get a little clumpy.
And it counts as exercise.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how many calories, maybe.
At least 5.
Yeah. It's better than nothing.
Oh, yay.
So it's getting thinner.
Yeah.
And I can smell the anise.
Yeah. That's the consistency that we want.
Yeah. Great. Now the next step is just to take your cookies. Of course, your hands are clean. And just dip the top surface in them just a little bit. You can, as much as you like. I don't like them too sweet. Arrange them on a plate. And this plate is Mummy's plate, Sandy. She came to my house for dinner once, and she brought a blueberry pie on this plate that looks like it has
blueberry pie on a nice
blueberries on it. And she said, "Keep the plate."
Seriously?
And I'm so happy, and I appreciate it so much nowadays.
This plate, how cute is that?
Mm-hmm. So another cookies, and important tip: when you're dipping these cookies, while the frosting is still wet, you want to sprinkle, if you want, the sprinkles nonpareil. So I've included in this packet some little white beaded nonpareil. And I also used to use the little colored nonpareils that you can buy in the stores, but I found that they would bleed into the frosting.
Yep,
so
they do.
I also like them plain without any
Oh my god, these look so yummy.
sprinkles on them. But the sprinkles make them a little bit.
You know why I love this? I very rarely will have powdered sugar in my house. So, and I love these cookies. I love the flavor of anise. I don't love anisette, but I love anise. It's just to me, it's just a little bit different. But yeah, Cindy, you make this so easy for people.
And you have just the perfect amount of sugar, just the perfect amount of. The only thing we're missing is that cup of tea. Let's get our tea and then we can taste these cookies.
Oh my god, you guys, look at the napkins she just brought out. Give thanks. Cindy, these are adorable.
They are.
They remind me of Mommy. That was one of the, today's actually 1 year that she passed. And that was one thing, if I were to describe our mom, like one of the best qualities that she had, she was grateful for every little thing. And she always was saying, thank you God for these blessings. Thank you. Oh,
yes.
Anywho,
It's
these
nice
look awesome,
to remember always. So let's try one. When are you going to have your heart?
I'm going to do it. No, I'm going to save the heart.
I'm going to have this.
I'll give my heart to Kenny. What?
I'm going to give this little infinity a try.
So yummy.
It's good. It's tender. It's not too sweet. So you don't feel like you're killing your diet.
So for your next tea party, or after dinner like dessert, or just for any special occasion, just because you're worth it. You gotta try these cookies, they're yummy.
So if you want to make these anise tea cookies yourself at home, they're all available on our website, mezzekits.com. Everything you need. Have fun and enjoy.
Thanks for being with us for this Mezze moment. See you next time.
Thank you.
Shnahagalyan.
Shnahagalyan.
I can hear Mommy right now saying, think about somebody cutting off your toe.
Oh,
remember
geez.
she used to
No, I don't remember
If
that.
you were going to the dentist and you didn't want to concentrate on it hurting, you think about somebody cutting off your toe.
Gosh.
I know, it's depressing. It's scary.
Yeah.
No wonder we turn out the way we are. Okay.
Once you beat it, the flour.
Beat it.
The
How can
flour.
you say that and not sing it?
Well, because you aren't singing it, I don't have to. So the flour. Okay, I'm gonna get these in the oven. We can keep rolling the rest of them.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Gotta keep on rolling.
So now we're gonna roll out some cookie dough. So we're gonna take like a ball of dough. You can have your own big ball if you want. Because that's what you do.
And you get a big ball, and you get a big ball, and you get a big ball.
So
everybody gets a big ball.
Whatever size.
These really are the cutest little cutting boards. So, do you remember that one year for Christmas you got us all these giant cutting boards in different colors? So Cindy's a food safety expert.
Like this?
No, it wasn't like that. They were like really thin.
Like this?
No, they were. Wait, how many cutting boards?
I have so many. I have a dozen in the other room
I
because
think I have two. I think I have one that's a little bit bigger. No, one year for Christmas you gave us these flexible plastic cutting boards in different colors because you were supposed to cut poultry on the yellow one, vegetables on the green one, meat on the red one. I don't know. Can I tell you a confession?
To prevent cross-contamination is what you're supposed to do.
You're supposed to. I'm a Sagittarius. I don't always follow the rules. My confession is I use the same cutting board for everything.
It's totally okay as long as you wash it in between raw meats and other foods.
I feel so much lighter.
Yeah.
I feel so much better.
There
now
you
that I got that off
go.
my-
You only need one as long as you wash it before, after you use it for
So
raw
what are we
things.
doing here?
So now, yep, that's perfect.
Okay.
It's a little fat, but that's all right.
Story of my life.
That's all right. Okay, so take this.
Do you know in first grade, I was the heaviest one in my first grade class. Remember they would call you down to the nurse's office and weigh you and call out your weight in front of everybody? That was like traumatizing. Okay,
I
sorry.
know.
That just happened in
And
my
they
head
still
when you
do
said
that.
my rope was
So
too fat.
take your rope, about 6 inches long.
Take your big fat rope.
So it's perfect for cutting limes and stuff, but for a little amount, hey, where'd the dough go? The little amounts, it's bring it over. So glue it together on one end, and then just take it and give it a little twist until it looks like an infinity symbol. See that? There you go.
Nonpareils?
What do you call them? Sprinkle?
Nonpareils.
Nonpareils? Oh, okay. Well, whatever you want to go do. You can sprinkle some on there. You might want it plain. Yeah.
You want to say it again?
So sprinkle the nonpareils. What, are they nonpareils? How do you say it? Just sprinkle the darn cookie.